On February 2nd, 2026, something happened that most people still do not fully understand. Elon Musk merged his AI company into his rocket company, and in doing so, he created something that has never existed before. Not just the largest private merger in history, not just the most valuable company on Earth, something structurally different, something that no government, no competitor, and no regulator was prepared for. This is what actually happened, and this is why it matters. Here is what most coverage is missing. Everyone focused on the valuation, $1.25 trillion, the biggest private deal ever. Musk briefly became the world's first trillionaire when SpaceX went public in June. But the valuation is not the story, the structure is the story. Before February 2026, Elon Musk controlled four major companies: SpaceX, Tesla, XAI, and X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Each one was powerful, but they were separate. XAI had built Grok, one of the most capable AI models in the world. It had the Colossus supercomputer in Memphis, over 220,000 NVIDIA GPUs, one of the largest AI training clusters on the planet. XAI also owned X, which gave it something no other AI company had: real-time data from hundreds of millions of people every single day. But XAI had a problem. It was burning $2.5 billion in losses on only $250 million in revenue. It needed capital. It needed infrastructure. It needed a way to scale. SpaceX had the opposite problem. It was generating $8 billion in profit on $15 billion in revenue. It had rockets, satellites, and Starlink, the fastest-growing internet service on Earth. But it needed an AI story to justify the valuation it was targeting for its IPO. They needed each other. On February 2nd, 2026, SpaceX acquired XAI in an all-stock deal. SpaceX was valued at $1 trillion, XAI at $250 billion, combined $1.25 trillion, the largest private merger in history. Musk said the reason plainly: he wanted to build data centers in space. SpaceX had already filed with the FCC to launch up to 1 million satellites designed to function as AI compute nodes in low Earth orbit. The idea: escape the energy constraints that limit AI development on Earth. Build the compute infrastructure above the atmosphere, powered by solar, cooled by the vacuum of space, and connected to every point on the planet through Starlink. XAI provided the software stack. SpaceX provided the rockets and the capital. The deal closed in February. The rebrand completed in July. XAI no longer exists. There is only SpaceXAI. Within weeks of the merger, the deals started coming in. Anthropic agreed to pay SpaceXAI $1.25 billion per month for access to compute power at the Colossus data centers. Google agreed to pay $920 million per month. These are not small contracts. These are the largest AI infrastructure deals in history, and they are going to a company that also owns the rockets that will eventually put that infrastructure in orbit. SpaceX went public in June 2026. It raised $75 billion in the largest IPO ever. Its capital expenditures on AI were $12.7 billion in 2025 alone, more than 3 times what it spent on rockets and Starlink combined. The company's own IPO filing described the AI total addressable market as the largest in human history. They were not being modest. Here is what this actually means. Before this merger, the AI race had 4 major players: OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and Meta. Each one was competing for compute, for data, for talent, and for distribution. SpaceXAI just changed the rules of that competition. It has the most powerful supercomputer cluster in the world. It has real-time data from X. It has the only private rocket fleet on Earth. It has a satellite internet network covering most of the planet. It has the capital from the largest IPO in history. And it has a plan to put AI compute in orbit, where no competitor can follow without building their own rocket company first. No one else has all of those pieces. Not OpenAI, not Google, not Anthropic. Musk admitted in July 2026 that Anthropic is currently the leader in AI model quality. He said their Mythos model is the best release so far. That is a significant admission from someone who rarely concedes ground to a competitor. But model quality is only one dimension of this race. Infrastructure is another, distribution is another. And on both of those dimensions, SpaceXAI is in a position no one else can match. So where does this go from here? SpaceX has announced plans to deploy AI compute satellites as early as 2028. If that works, it changes the economics of AI infrastructure permanently. Data centers on the ground require land, power, water, and permits. Data centers in orbit require none of those things. The energy comes from the sun, the cooling comes from space, the distribution comes from Starlink. Tesla is already integrating Grok into its vehicles. Grok has been in Tesla cars since July 2025. By September 2026, Musk has confirmed that Grok voice commands will connect directly to Tesla's full self-driving system. Every Tesla on the road becomes a node in the SpaceXAI data network. The feedback loop is already running. Rockets launch satellites, satellites provide internet, internet connects vehicles, vehicles generate data, data trains AI, AI improves rockets. One company, one loop. No competitor has anything close to it. Whether this ends in a monopoly, a regulatory battle, or something no one has predicted yet, one thing is clear. The most consequential corporate merger of the 21st century happened in February 2026. Most people were not paying attention. Now you are. Like and subscribe to Dark Signal. We will see you in the next one.